LifeNet by Cameron Hersh. My marital status was single for this project. My job for this project was a wine buyer at Whole Foods. Being single has some good traits and some bad ones. I was sick during the interview day, so I had to choose from the can of fate. My job that I chose was a wine buyer at Whole Foods. During this project, I would have preferred to have been married because I'm not making a lot of money. Therefore, if I was married, I could have combined salaries to make a greater amount of money, and then I would have had a better life. Being single has been okay to me because I don't have to pay for twice the amount of living expenses. But if I was married, I could have had more money. Being single in this project helped me in some ways because when I was making decisions, I didn't have to listen to my spouse's thoughts. I could have just done what I wanted. Education and job. For this project, I was sick during the interview day, so I couldn't choose what education I wanted. The education I chose out of the can was a 2-year education at Culinary Arts School. The two jobs that I could choose with my education was a bakery buyer specialist, which buys baked goods and specializes in grains and what kind of stuff you need to bake bread and donuts and bagels and whatever cake you have in a bakery. The other one was a wine buyer, where you buy wine for the supermarket, which you buy from a winery in the mainland or wherever else on the world. Education, job, and money are all related and in the same ballpark. Your education relates to your job because if you don't have an education, you won't have a good job, because most jobs require a high amount of education that make a lot of money. Money relates to job because you earn money when you're at a job. And if you don't have a good education, you're not going to make a lot of money, because if you get a good education, you're going to be smart. What can you do to be successful? For example, Mark Zuckerberg, creator of Facebook, did well in high school and went to a good college known as Harvard. Be like Mark Zuckerberg. Even though a lot of people can't be, he should be your goal in life. He's worth $34.8 billion. Good example of what good education can do for you. My net income and my taxes. My total yearly salary that I made was $42,000. My gross income per month was $3,500. My net income was $1,887.50. The taxes that got taken out were $1,295. I calculated my taxes because I times my yearly salary by 0.32, and that came out with my income for my yearly salary for my net yearly, and then I just divided it by 12 for my monthly. The money that I pay for my taxes goes to parks, roads, and schools, and people that work for the state. This affects me because it's my money and I want it to go to a good cause. Housing. I chose the housing on the left because it is not as expensive as the one on the right, because I needed to save money. Another example of why I picked this house on the left, because it has a swimming pool, a tennis court, and a basketball court, and the one on the right does not. 3 big things you should look for in buying a house. You should look for if it's close to your work, things to do for your family and entertainment, and if it's close to a grocery store and town. These things are important when you're looking for a house to live because those are the most important things that you should have. Transportation. The type of car I bought is an electric drive smart car. The total cost is $12,490. My monthly payments is $139 a month. My cost for insurance is $90, and my gas is free since it's an electric car. I will charge my car at work because there are plugins at Kahala. I made my choice because it's not an expensive car. Even though it's a little car, it's still not as safe as other medium or large size cars, but I don't have to pay for gas, which saves me money. Some factors that involve finding a type of transportation is if it's convenient, because you don't want to take a girl out on a date in a bus or a moped or a bike or something. You want a nice car that smells good, and if it has good gas mileage, because gas is very expensive nowadays, around $5, high $4. So you should save money and buy a hybrid or an electric car. The typical food menu for a day for me in this project would be bagels, banana, milk for breakfast, ham sandwich for lunch, pork chop, broccoli, and apples for dinner. As you can see, the list is on the left and the ads for this is on the right. The most expensive thing I spent money on was the meat, but more specifically the pork chops, because I bought 4 pounds, $3 a pound, which would last me an entire week. Not too many cost surprises for me when I was shopping, because everything seemed reasonable in the supermarkets because I shopped at Don Quixote. When I'm reducing my costs when buying food, I could maybe not eat out as much and cook my own meals and save the leftovers and not eat as much, because if you don't eat as much, then you won't buy as much food. These are 2 out of the 3 of my miscellaneous expenses. One on the left is a shirt that I will buy so I can wear it outside of work and just wherever I want to. And on the left is entertainment. I bought Netflix so I can watch movies when I'm bored when I'm at home. This is my last miscellaneous expense, which is soap, which I use to clean my hands with. Then my net income affects what I spent on my miscellaneous, because I had to decide what types of clothes I had to wear, because if I were to buy expensive clothes, I want to have enough money for entertainment and for my everyday needs. Money that I saved was $210, which is around 10-12% of what my net income is. I thought the money that I saved was a little low, because if I were to go into the hospital, I don't think I'd have enough, but it's the only money I got left, and I had to spend my money on other stuff that was just as important. When I save my money, I should pay for something that I need, not something that I want. Like, for example, if my car's broken and I need to fix it, I'm gonna fix it because that's very important. Other than if I want a new pair of shoes, I'm not gonna spend it on that because I already have a pair. During this LifeNet project, I learned a lot about life. For example, I learned how to buy a house, how to buy a car, how to buy clothes, how to buy my entertainment, how to survive in Hawaii by having a job. Some advice I give to myself and to others is that work hard in school so you can go to a good college and you can get a good job. Like, I want to go to UCLA or Oregon, 2 very good colleges. You need around a 3.7, 3.8 to get into UCLA, and it's very nice there. I've checked out the campus, and a lot of famous people came from there that have became successful in life. Some advice I give to others is work hard in whatever you do, because it pays off in the end.